into your life and you say, Lord, and he pulled you from where you were to bring you to where he wants you to be because he loved you. You said you was addicted to something and then he let you free. Doesn't matter if it was cigarettes or cocaine, marijuana. It doesn't matter what it was. It could have been sex. Who knows? But you was addicted. But he said, I'm going to bring you out. Because he loves you so much. And he made that covenant with you. Because of that love. He didn't ask you to do anything besides accept his gift. See, that's the whole thing about this covenant love. This covenant love is not a love that we got to work for. It's not we got to go ahead and work hard for it. This covenant love is a love that God gives freely, and all we got to do is let go of our past. We have to go ahead and loose that thing and go ahead and accept the gift that he's given to you because he gave you that gift of love. Are you willing to take that gift? Are you willing to let go of your hands? Are you ready to let it go so that he can be in covenant with you? Are you willing to do that? You see, God wants to go ahead and bless you. We're not talking about what's happening in the world, Trump this and what the new president, and we all upset about all these things. But if God is in your house and you have been in a covenant with him, he said he's going to bless you because there's nothing in this world that can stop him from blessing you. See, in the midst of a famine, he can go ahead and bring you provision. You see what I'm saying? Because he loves you and he's in covenant with you. And all he wants you to do is accept that love. That's all he wants you to do is accept that kind of love from him. You see, it's that love that makes you want to wake up in the morning, first thing in the morning, and say, God, ooh, I thank you. You know, it's that kind of love that when you're trying and your heart is aching and your body is aching, you don't know if you can move, you say, oh, Jesus, heal me, and he give you that strength to get on out of bed. You know, it's that kind of love that in the midnight hour when temptation is before you and you try to figure out, do I go left or do I go right? He go ahead and take you back and you call his name and you find a way of escape. That's the love that he wants you to have with him. That's the commitment. And with that, he's just saying, all I want you to do is obey 2 commandments. He said, if you love me, keep these 2 commandments. This is what Jesus said in John 14. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. John 14:15 says, if you love me, keep my commandments. Say that. Okay, well, how many commandments do you have, Jesus? Because, you know, we talk about the 10. He said, I only got 2. That's right. That's it. He could tuck all of them down to 2. Okay, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. That's what he said, the love. He said, love that. He said, that's the first and the great commandment.
The second one is like,
all right? Come on. The second one. It's like a two. Love your neighbor. Look at your neighbor. Look at the person next to you. Look at the person behind you. Can you love them? Can you love them? He said, love your neighbor as thyself. Okay, on these 2. Everything else. Everything else is in it. You see what I'm saying? So God said he just wants your love. He said he wants you to love him. He said he wants to be in covenant with you. He said, that's the covenant I have. He said, I'm going to do these things for you. All you got to do is do one. Love me. Love me. And put me first in your life. Can Jesus be first in your life today? Are you willing for him to be first in your life? Can you choose him to be first? And sometimes we think we have him first, but hey, we have got to put that checklist what you committed to. You see, because when he first, you're going to be committed to him. When he first, because anything he can ask of you, you're going to say yes. Yes, Lord. Yes, I will. See, can you fall in love with Jesus when Jesus is in love with you? Can you do that for him? Everybody stand. Because God has a plan. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what it is. God has a plan. He makes it simple for us. He makes it simple. Let people come to the altar for prayer. Because I think that we need to, in this season, we struggle. I think we need to come on down so we can go ahead and recommit Because it doesn't matter. God wants you, and He wants you to come. Come because of His love for you. You may not be in the place you want to be. You may be in a place that you've been lost. But this is not anything. He wants you to be in relationship with Him. And maybe you already are in relationship with Him and lost some way. He wants you to get committed to Him. He wants you to establish His covenant with you. Maybe you don't realize that you have that healthy relationship. Maybe you're not sure. But you know what? God wants you to come forward. He wants you to come forward so that He can go ahead and make that commitment to you. There's only an opportunity. It's simple. It's as simple as coming forth and just saying, God, give me another chance. I'm sorry. Let me be loud. I let you. I'm choosing you to be Lord. I'm choosing you to be Lord. Lord of my life, I'm going to ask you to lead me. Come forward. Come so we can pray with you. Pray with you so that you know heart and go ahead. Come on, don't be afraid. There's no intimidating. That pulling at your heart. It's just God. Just come on. Let's pray. Pray for your heart to be loved. So God can go ahead and fill you. So God can be in covenant with you.
All over the building, we want to pray with you. We want to pray for you. Everybody, we want you to come. Everybody, wherever you are, come on. Please, sir, please, ma'am. We want to pray with you. We want to pray for you. If you're blessing, ooh, don't do it. Come on, everybody, whatever. Everybody, we want to pray with you. We want to pray for you. Come on. Whatever you're doing, Lord, please don't do it. Don't do it without me. Come on. If you're blessing, ooh, don't do it without me. If you're healing, if you're healing, Lord, don't do it. Whatever you're doing, every head bowed, every eye closed. Every head bowed, every eye closed. All over the building, wherever you are, we want to believe God with you that you are in covenant with Him and He's in covenant with you. And you need to know this morning that with God, a covenant is greater than a contract. The only thing that can break a covenant is death and death alone. And you need to know that because you are in covenant with God and God is in covenant with you, that no matter how difficult life gets, God promised by way of a covenant to be with you. He said He'd never leave you, nor would He forsake you. So I want you to know that no matter how dark your situation seems, even now, that God has already provided a way of escape for you. And your deliverance is on the way. It's on the way. Every head bowed, every eye closed. God our Father, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come. Lord, here it is again that we, a few of your believing children, we come calling upon your holy and righteous name. And God, let it be known that we've not come for shape, form, or fashion. Neither have we come as an outside show to this unfriendly world. But we come because we realize, dear God, that we need you. And that we cannot make our journey without you. Now, God, in the words of the songwriter, whatever you're doing in this season, God, we're not so concerned about who's in the White House, but we're concerned about who's in our house. We ask that you would go home with every one of us. Matter of fact, we don't ask you to go home with us. We ask you to meet us there. Be us there. And when we get there, God, let the ground be saturated. Let it be saturated with your love. And whatever we need, God, we can find it in you. God, we've come because families need you. God, we've come because marriages need you. We've come because, God, we are suffering with not only financial difficulties, but some of us are suffering with physical difficulties. Help us to know, God, that in you we have all that we need. Remind us that it is in you we live, move, and have our being. And without you, we might as well not move at all. Now, God, when we leave this altar, God, let us leave and leave our burdens at the altar. God, we ask that you help us to know that what we're praying for about, whether the preacher asks it for us or you can sense the moanings and groanings of our hearts. Meet us where we are, every one of us, meet us where we are and give us what we need. And help us to be mindful that when we do what you ask us to do, you're bound to do what you promise you will do. Deliver right now, heal right now, set free right now, God. Somebody suffering with an addiction, God, deliver them right now, God. Somebody is having problems trying to get their minds right and their minds are all confused. Be a mind regulator. Be a heart fixer. Every one of us, God, what we need, we claim now. It's done. It's done in Jesus' name. In Jesus' name, it's done. Come on, put your hands together all over the building. Praise the Lord for your victory. Lord, whatever you're doing in this season, coming on. He's no shorter than his word. If God promised it, you can go to sleep at night and rest assured. I wish I had a witness in here. You can rest assured. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing, God won't do it without me. Don't do it. Don't do it without me. Don't. Please don't leave me out. Help me, somebody. Help me. Whatever. God has been good. God has been good. God has been good. He's been good. God has been good. God has been good. He has been good. He has been good. Every morning of my life. Every morning of my life before my feet hit the ground, I fall down on my knees and I just tell him, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. 17 years you gave us with our son, and I thank you. It hurts. Yes, it hurts. But you gave us 17 years. We had a baby who lived only 5 months. It hurts. But I say, Lord, thank you for the 5 months. You didn't have to do that, but you did. Give me a little bass here. Give me a... Lord, you didn't have to do it, but you did. Thank you. So you don't even know it. But every morning of my life, I said, Lord, you gave me a friend, and your husband was a friend indeed. I said, Lord, thank you for 13 years. You didn't have to give me a friend for 13 years. I didn't want to see him go. I had to preach his funeral. But God has been good. God has been good. In spite of it all, God has been good. Has God been good to you? Has God been good to you? Help me, somebody. Help me, somebody. Has God been good to you? 30 years ago, I know we get ready to go home. 30 years ago, can I tell my story? Oh, give me a little honor, since I can't hear good. 30 years ago, I walked into a clothing store. Rodney, I was looking for a pair of slacks that had pleats in them. She said, sir, we don't sell that. Probably nobody in this mall sells those kind of pants anymore. That's the kind of your granddad doing. They don't sell those kind anymore. 30 years ago, I walked in the store and I met a young lady, and I didn't have sense enough, Brother Order, to even ask her what was her name. But it dawned on me when I left the store, that was a fine chick. And I didn't even ask her name. Little Eddie, I went back. If ain't nobody else happy, little Eddie happy, I went back. I found that girl now. And she's been by my side for very long, y'all don't know when to stop. For very long years. She put up with everything I put down. You get that. I said for 30 years, she put up with everything I put down. And I ain't never heard the word divorce come out of her mouth. She knew if she would leave, those children weren't going anywhere. Those were our children, and they were at home. God has been good. God has been good. All these 30 years. And I just magnify the Lord with me. And let us bless his name. Come on. while you are getting in your hand that you intend to give to the Lord by way of your tithing, your offering, and whatever you want to bless your pastor and first lady with, while you're getting it together, Elder Brother Prelo is going to come up and say something. This is our anniversary. Let me tell you something. I don't make a big to-do about anniversaries. I really don't. I don't make a big to-do. I don't tell anybody you got to give the pastor a certain amount of money on his anniversary. You got to give him a gift on his anniversary. I don't make a big to-do about it. But this church is going to be here when I'm gone. And if I don't teach you to at least once a year pause and tell your pastor and first lady, thank you for all that you've done for us all year long, then you're not going to do it, and I'll be hurting you from my grave. And so I just want to teach you that it's right to do right. Elder Prelo Merlin is going to come up and have words about her first lady and her co-pastor, and then Reverend Roderick Prelo is going to come up and have words about his pastor. He just found out he was doing this thing. He's a sergeant major in the Army, and I don't think you have to fry or tie a sergeant major to talk. And I think I'm going to have to watch him so I can give him the fist when it's time to shut it down. Come on, Elder.
That the Lord has made. And I thank God for the opportunity to stand before you on this day, hallelujah, in celebration of the pastor and co-pastor's anniversary. Hallelujah. I believe what it is, I had to write it up, 29 long years. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But I know you can't go like this. I'm supposed to be up here talking about the first day, so I guess I need to get on my mark. I just wrote a few things down, and I tell you, I ain't have enough paper to put it all down to say about this wonderful woman of God. Yeah. We've only been here for just a few months, but it seems like we've been here for a few years. Hallelujah, counting. But from what I've come to know about my sister, she is a school teacher. And she's also a preacher. She's a woman that loves and serves her God, who is Jesus. Hallelujah. And she's also a woman, y'all, that loves her husband. Hallelujah. I said she showed up. Watch out now. Watch yourself. She showed up, loves her man. Hallelujah. And she ain't ashamed of it either. I'm going to take her some notes. Hallelujah. So I can learn how she kept him for 29 long years. Hallelujah. Oh, Lord have mercy. She's a woman, hallelujah, who loves her children, and she loves this church. And she's a woman who would give you her last. Hallelujah. And then look around and try to find some more for you. Hallelujah. And I found her to be a woman who, Lord have mercy, can show me cook, y'all. My mouth is watering right now. Just think about all the stuff, hallelujah, that she has cooked and we've been allowed to partake, hallelujah, of her feast. And she can cook some cake now. David Crocker, Pillsbury Doughboy, Duncan Hines, y'all better look out. Hallelujah, because she can put them all out of business. Not too long ago, we had a hallelujah night, and I was going around just asking just the ladies, you know, that I thought could cook. Because somehow, when you cook, you got to wait about yourself. Hallelujah. So being led of the Lord, I went to the first lady, and I said, well, first lady, I want to get at least one cake for me. Give me at least one. Oh, she said, oh, no, girl, I'll give you 5. I said, oh, that's all right. But I got to tell y'all, only 4 made it because Pastor 29 years. Long Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But she baked cakes and she'll do anything. and warm any old cold soul. Watch out now. Hallelujah. So I thank God for being here on today to celebrate, to share in your celebration. Hallelujah. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah. Or if I could say, hallelujah. And the Spirit of the Lord is all over you. And in the name of Jesus, the best is yet to come. And through your life, God is going to be glorified. In the name of Jesus. Because you are praying one. And there's something about a woman when she prays. Hallelujah. You got that room that the preacher this morning talked about. And God will meet you in that room and fulfill every need according to his riches in glory. So I thank God for you, First Lady. Amen. And I pray blessings up on your life. In Jesus' name. Amen.
And y'all know I can't follow my wife. Amen. Trying to talk about the pastor. It's real easy to talk about a man that loves his family. Amen. But it's also real easy to talk about a man that knows how to raise men. Amen. I've been trying to figure out what to say, but I'm going to say, Pastor, you're a man raiser. You have raised men from this church. You have set foundations all over the world. You have raised your son and your son that's gone on to be a man. Your son is playing the drums and your son is representing you everywhere you go. Men are representing you everywhere you go. So what I'm saying today is, Albert, little Eddie, little Eddie down there, your daddy is a man raiser. And men are attracted to him whether he like it or not. Yeah. Now it's hard now, Pastor, you a hard man now. Because raising men, it ain't easy. Being a leader of men is not easy. Sometimes you got to be hard on the grind when you're raising a man. So don't let them take that away from you. I was talking to them the other day, I'm saying, when you raise men, sometimes you cut us a little hard. But it's only to make us better. Because if you can hang with one woman for 30 years, that's good. You better watch it. 30 years, y'all is laughing, but society doesn't have this here track record that you got, Pastor. But here's the hard part. 30 years and 15 years on the grind in the ministry simultaneously by raising a boy, a daughter, and a pro football player. Come on. I'm saying when the combines come and when they get ready to put their hat on, I just ask that you let the brother come along. That's all I want to do. Sitting at the table when them boys are called up, the Lord has blessed you exceedingly and abundantly. And don't get it twisted about how you are being blessed. Some can't see it, but you know. Now, what I've seen, Fredo, he working all the time. Hey, humble, working in the bathroom, mopping the floor, wiping the floor, shampooing the floor, cutting the grass, fixing the sounds, pulling the weeds, playing the guitar, playing the organ, preaching the word, working the sound, singing, preaching, dancing, and praising the Lord. Now I'm saying that to say one thing. Us men, we got to help the pastor. All right, good. We got to help Reb out. He riding hard like a government mule. We got to help the pastor lifestyle. Amen? Amen. So, Pastor, we're going to help you out so you can continue to grind and have souls to be saved for the kingdom of heaven. Amen. Amen.
Come on, put your hands together. I said I wasn't going to do this. But let's give a shout out to all those who are streaming our services live. Would you give a shout out? Just put your hands together and give a shout out to all those who are streaming our services live. If you all over the nation, who are streaming our services live, I want to ask Sister Wilkerson to stand up. Sister Wilkerson, would you stand? Sister Wilkerson, I've never told my children this. A little better than 4 years ago, we got ready to buy a house, and matter of fact, we had the house built. And while they were building the house, you know, they didn't tell me how to read blueprints, and there's some marks on the blueprint that calls for alterations, but they didn't tell us that the alterations was going to cost more than what they told us the house was going to cost. And that made our down payment have to be a few $1,000s higher than what we anticipated. We didn't have the money, we couldn't borrow the money. Our credit wasn't good enough to go to the bank and get the money. But Sister Wilson and her husband wrote a check and said, Pastor, what is it you need? And I told them what we needed. I thought Brother Wilson was going to say, hold up, Doc. Hold up, Doc. How much you say it is? I told them how much it was. And they wrote a check to First Lady and Pastor and said to me in no uncertain terms, Pastor, don't get it twisted. This is not a loan. The Lord wants us to sow into your life. And we want them to know. I showed you that. I showed you that. We want you to know how much the soul is. We have some folk that bless us, that really do bless us. And I don't do a lot of talking about it. I don't talk about what I do for folk. But I want you to know that these 15 years has been a journey. One Chinese proverb says that the reward is in the journey, and it has been a journey, one that we wouldn't trade for anything. Would you get in your hand that you're intending to give to the Lord by way of your tithe and your offering? Stand up on both sides, face the wall, dear as you from the real. Face the wall, dear as you from the real. Break down. Shake up yourself. Brother Lee and Sister Lee and Brother Rodney will be celebrating 30 years of marriage. He just had to let me know he was just a few months ahead. We're going to beat me to 30. All right. You beat me to 30. Amen. Amen. Good people playing dominoes, so he's going to beat me to 30. Amen. So we thank God for him. I want to give a shout out to Mother Gaines. Mother Gaines, could you stand? The young lady who reached you need to know that this is her mother. Mother, say good morning to us. Good morning. 83 years old and still marching on for the Lord. Our morning announcements, and then there's food in the back. There's food in the back. I'm telling you, most of us are not from here. And if you want to get some cooking that you're not going to ever get until you go back home, you need to go in our dining room and eat. I'm telling you that you're not going to get until you go back home and see your mother. So you need to, I guarantee you that when you go back there in that fellowship hall and eat, you're going to be looking around. You're going to be looking up under the cupboards to see if your mama is somewhere around here. I promise you, we got some of the greatest cooks that El Paso has given birth to. I promise you, our cooking staff is one of the best in the whole city of El Paso. And everybody who made this day possible, we want you to know, without calling names, we want you to know how grateful we are. If you have small children, you need to make sure that your children are in children's church because they're preparing to do a Christmas play and your child needs to be a part of it. Don't miss out on children's church every Sunday morning. First Sunday and third Sunday, we're so delighted for our new children's church leader. Our morning announcements, and then we're ready to bless the food. And just one moment before the announcement.
It's been another Sunday. I have some quick announcements before you guys go. Today, we're celebrating.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So before the announcement, before I leave you all today, I wanted to just share something with you all. It's been such an honor. I didn't have a spiritual father. My father died 10 years ago. And God then took me on a journey. And one of the things I didn't say earlier was how God went ahead and gave me someone to go ahead and help guide me and encourage me as I walk this ministry road. And his name is Edison. And then he gave me a sister in Christ as a brother. And so every once in a while, I live in Mississippi, but I have to remember that God needs to make sure that we honor the men in our lives and the women in our lives as well. And so I want to give this token of appreciation, not just for their anniversary, but because of the man and woman of God that they are. And because of being the spiritual father and sister and mother for me these years, that I can go ahead and be a servant to the Lord without hesitation. And so, Pastor, if you come up, and I just want to give you this. This is one of 3 gifts. This is one gift that I want to give to you to say, I appreciate you. The awesomeness of who you are. God, Father, who you are. The service that you have. The love that you have. I want to appreciate it. So I thank you for giving me a moment to celebrate this awesome man and woman of God you are. Amen.
Good morning, Northeast Bible Fellowship Church. Thank you so much for worshiping with us again another Sunday. I have some quick announcements before you guys go. Today, we're celebrating 15 years of our pastor and wife's anniversary and 29 beautiful years of marriage. Let's give it up for them, everybody. Amen, amen. We would like to thank the Northeast Bible Fellowship congregation, the friends and the family of the Senegals. You guys did a job well done as preparing to make this day great. We want to thank you to Pastor Joliffe and to Dr. Gaines for sharing this day with us, as well as helping us celebrate this joyous occasion. Stick around, because after our 11 a.m. service, we will be having some food in the fellowship hall, so stick around so you can dine and fellowship with us. It will be delicious food and desserts on the way there. But besides that, we want to remind everyone of our Word on Wednesday nights. It takes place at 7 p.m. and you're missing out on an amazing lesson when you're not there. So please take that extra time to make it this week. There's always a blessing in the lesson. Amen. We also want to remind everybody of our children's church. It takes place our first, second, and third Sundays. Our fourth and fifth Sundays are already dedicated to empowering our youth. But your child's participation in children's church is definitely needed. Why, you ask? I'm glad you did. Our Christmas play is coming up, so we definitely need your child's participation in that. So stick around so you can hear more information on that, and it'll definitely be coming soon. That's all I have for you guys this week. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.
If you're visiting with us, would you stand? We want to celebrate our visitors. If you're visiting with us, would you stand? Amen. This is over, buddy. Now, I'm not sure about this young lady over here, but I invited that young lady. Did I invite you also? Amen. I'm passing out calls everywhere. I invited both of them. Another one. I invited everybody that's standing. I invited her. Now, what would happen if everybody invited somebody? What would happen? Both of our services, our 8:30 service and our 11 o'clock service, we have standing room only. Matter of fact, if you did that for a month, I promise you, we build a brand new church, but this church wouldn't be large enough to hold what God is doing. Amen. We celebrate you twice. One more time. Sit down. Sit down. Now, go ahead, Northeast Bible Fellowship. Go ahead and tell them how glad you are that they chose to worship with us. Get a visitor's card. Fill it out. Fill it out. Put your phone number